Hello, how are you doing today? I am Áine Homer. I am the Baby Reflux Lady, and today I'm answering this super, apparently simple, and easy question to answer. So, is baby reflux normal? I know that every single one of you watching this is going to go, well, of course not. But the doctor keeps saying that it is. So, which is it? Is it normal? Is it not? Is it normal? Is it not? Let me know. What do you believe about baby reflux? Do you think it's normal for your child to be suffering whatever they're suffering and experiencing? Pop it in the comments and let me know. And by the way, if you are watching this on replay, please use hashtag replay so that we know that you weren't here live, and we will come back and answer some of the questions that come up. But is reflux normal? I'm going to tell you that it kind of is and it kind of isn't. Okay, there isn't actually a clear answer. First of all, I want to reassure you as a parent that in seeking further answers and clarity for your child, you are absolutely doing the right thing. Okay. Infant reflux, as experienced by the majority of babies as a stressful and an ongoing discomfort that causes pain and issues, this is not, hi Gita, this is not normal. The experience that causes you to question, what sort of pain is my baby struggling with? That is not normal. However, why do doctors tell us that it is? Like, why would somebody ever even consider the words that baby reflux is normal and that it's okay to allow babies suffering? Well, you see, the ability of the human body to reflux is actually normal. Okay, what I mean by this is when we understand that reflux in its simplest and most basic form is actually regurgitation, then the ability of the human body to regurgitate is normal. Does that, as point one, make sense? Let me know. The ability of the body to regurgitate is normal. What I mean by this is burps. I mean, have you ever burped? Have you ever hiccuped? Have you ever vomited? These physiological processes are absolutely normal. They are designed for the human body, by the human body, in order to remove air from our digestive system. So, if you've ever drank a can of soda or a can of beer or something fizzy too quickly, you know that if you gulp it, you'll end up with a big, massive burp at the end of it. That's simply the excess air in your stomach being regurgitated. Okay? The ability of the body to regurgitate is normal. If you've ever had, a piece of fish that's a few days past its best before, then your body's going to see that as a threat, might make you feel nauseous, and then it might give it back to you a few hours later. That's the body trying to protect itself from something it thinks is dangerous. The lower esophageal valve is supposed to be a two-way valve for these reasons. If it was a valve through which stuff only ever went or was supposed to go the one way, you'd never hiccup, you'd never burp, you'd never vomit. So let me know, is this making sense? So the ability of the human body to regurgitate, to reflux essentially, is normal. Hey Rob, long time no see. Now, the next issue is, well, why do the doctors say that it's normal when my baby is in pain? Because we need to look deeper than simply the definition of reflux. We need to observe our children. And we need to decide for ourselves, do we think that the experience our child is having is normal? Okay. My guide to all parents everywhere, and I say this multiple times in lots of different places, if you adopt your child's symptoms as your own, would you be happy accepting them as normal? Okay. I spoke about this on a previous live. I would not be happy if I drank some of my green smoothie, which is disappearing into the screen possibly. If I drank some of my green smoothie and then had to excuse myself a few minutes later to go and throw it up. That's not normal. It's not normal to throw up after every meal. It's not normal to have hiccups 17 times a day, or even 3 times a day, or even 3 times a week, really. It's not normal for the body to not be able to keep down liquid with the consistency of water. That's not normal. And it's certainly not normal to be in constant pain and discomfort in your esophagus, in your lower digestive system, being unable to stay asleep because of this distress. That is not normal. Let me know, is this making sense? So our doctors tell us it's normal because the ability of the body to do this is normal, but it shouldn't cause pain. You know, the fact that in the US and the UK, the estimates are about 50%, like 1 in 2 babies will experience reflux. That means it's common. It does not mean it's normal. And when we start to look at actually normal, what is normal for the body? Where should a human body be normal and be feeling normal? Normal is comfortable. Okay, I'll give you an example of normal. How many of you, right up until I'm about to say this, are aware that you have a little toe? How many of you are aware that you've got a little toe? We don't usually think about our little toe until we stub it on the corner of the door, the corner of the bath, and it tells us, I'm here, you've just hurt me, and it screams, and it causes us to scream and do a whole lot of other blasphemous language. And, you know, you can hear me say some really colorful language when I stub my toe. Actually, that's probably the hardest thing in parenting, is to not use inappropriate language in front of my kids when I do things like that. It's not normal for us to consciously feel our digestive system working all day. It's not normal for our esophagus to burn because there is stomach acid in it, because in fairness, stomach acid ain't supposed to be there. If stomach acid was supposed to be in our esophagus would have a very different lining on it to protect it from stomach acid, like the digestive system or the small intestine. The small intestine, where it comes out, where the food comes out of the stomach, has a very, very, very thick mucosal lining and is then flooded with bile and bicarbonate and a whole lot of other things to neutralize stomach acid in that area. It has a very different environment. Now, if stomach acid was supposed to be and was normal to be in our esophagus, our body in the esophagus would have grown and would be physiologically different. So no, baby reflux is not normal. Okay? If your child is struggling and upset and more uncomfortable than you think they should be, then there is always, always something we can do about it. I'm not one for guessing. I don't go into the, you know, when you go to the doctor, they'll probably go, well, try smaller feeds more frequently. Try a milk thickener. When that doesn't work, let's try Gaviscon. Let's try omeprazole. Let's try famotidine if you're in the States. Let's try this. Let's try a different milk. Let's try another different milk. Hell, let's try another different milk and 3 medications and an antibiotic called erythromycin and maybe domperidone all thrown in, without ever standing back and saying, well, what is causing this child's discomfort? That's where the work I do is different, and the work of the baby reflux ladies whom I train is different, because that is the one question we seek to answer and explain every single time. There's over 30 different causes and contributing factors for infant reflux that I've discovered over the last 5 years. And I'm constantly learning more and more. So that's why I can't say, try this, try that, try the other, because I could say, hell, let's get all babies checked for a tongue tie. For babies who don't have a tongue tie, That's irrelevant. That is a waste of time, money, effort, and focus for those parents. For babies who have allergies, I could say remove dairy. But again, if I haven't looked at it in more detail, dairy might not be the issue, or it might not be the only issue. There might be multiple things going on. It's really important that we don't pick on just, let's try this, let's try that, because we could be completely wrong. It might not be an allergy. It might not be a tongue tie. It could be the way that baby is using their dummy. It could be something from their birth experience. It could be one of so many things. And this is why the approach that we take is different. We seek to understand what is going on with every single child first. And then when we understand that full picture, that's when we are able to advise different approaches and different answers. So if you're ready to get different answers for your child and answers to questions you previously haven't had, then my online workshop, hello Harriet, my online workshop is the absolute gold for you. It's only £49. You will get the explanation of what reflux really is. You will get the explanation of what causes reflux. You will go through an in-depth questionnaire to understand everything that's going on for your child. And then I'll walk you through a process to determine, on the basis of what's going on for your child, what is the one or two things that you should do for your child that's going to help them. This is not it's not a blanket fix all. It's trying to be focused. It's like an online version of what I do with individual parents. So the links to that are in my bio. If you're watching on YouTube, please go over and hit the subscribe button so you get notifications of when we're going live. Remember, on Instagram or on Facebook, watch out for the reminders. We're going to be setting them up. We're coming at you 3 days a week for the next number of months with questions to your most popular questions. If you want any other questions answered, please email us, please message us. We will add them to the massive list that we already have. And remember, there is loads and loads and loads of free resources. Go to our Instagram page, go to our Facebook page, browse our YouTube channel. Make sure that you get all of the free information that we have available to help you as well. Okay, that is it from me today. Let me know, has this been helpful? Has it explained something? Did you find it useful? If you did, then please like and share and subscribe, and we will see you again very shortly. I'm trying to end it.